Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Carlos Wade. This is Carlos Wade Music. Welcome back to the channel. People seem to like my previous video of making bass tones out of the Helix. That wasn't for me, that was for a buddy, but what is for me is guitar stuff. So we're going to be creating a completely new patch for some guitar tones. So I have two separate patches that I use right now. It's pretty simple. One I use as the 4-cable method. I run that into whatever amps effects loop that I have going on. And the other one is going straight into my audio interface. So like if I'm streaming or if I'm just kind of lazy and I don't really feel like dealing with a lot of cables, I just take an XLR, go straight into the front of my interface, and all the processing, all that kind of stuff. I might do some minor tweaks on Logic, but for the most part, all the effects that I do will be on the Helix itself. So I'd like to keep those two things as patches. Today we're just going to focus on one, and I think we're going to focus on the one that I would do for live streaming. We'll focus on this one first because this one would probably be everyone's kind of go-to method. The 4-cable method does get a little bit more complicated, especially if you want to use your amps distortion channel but then a different amps clean channel or vice versa. It can get kind of complicated, but as far as just plugging this thing in and making it work, I think the most common way to do this is just your mono out with an XLR cable into an audio interface and then capturing everything within your DAW. So as you can see here, I got my Line 6 Helix LT, my trusty little guy. It's the light version, but it's still overkill for what I use it for, which is a good thing. I have room to be growing and learning. Let's go heavy rock, okay? So what we'll do is we will completely, man, see, this is crazy. That's crazy. Let's go ahead and just clear all blocks. Boom, boom. Okay, so first things first, I want to keep it very simple and I want it to sound good. So the very first thing I'm doing is I know that the clean archetype amp, that one is a PRS Archon. And if you know anything about amps or if you're in that kind of nerdy type of world, the PRS Archon and the MT15, the PRS MT15 are very almost same. I used to have a PRS Archon back in the day, one of the OGs, the 100 watt, not the Mark IIs, the original Mark I's, where that effects loop is super loud and stuff like that. Sounds literally probably the best amp I've ever played through my entire life. Okay, MT15, I knew, no brainer, that was going to be the amp for me, and sure enough, it is. Archetype, that's this guy. Okay, so we're all plugged up with the guitar now. I am running through Poly. This is my Misha Mansour Juggernaut HT6 signature. This is going straight into Line 6 Helix. From the Helix, we're going into my Scarlett 6i6, and then from there, we're going into Logic. We're going to go ahead and make gonna get a cabinet. Not sure if I want it. Let's do single. We'll just keep it simple. Let's do a 2x12. Lately, I've been enjoying the 212 stuff. All these have little code words. I think for copyright reasons, they can't say exactly what type of cab or company that it is, but in the little directions and manual that this thing comes with, it actually tells you, hey, this right here is modeled after this type of amp. So they are actual real cabinets, real amps, that kind of thing. Or I should say modeled after real cabinets and real amps. I don't know what it is, but we're gonna find what works best for us here. So we'll keep this as the little entertain. I do want to add a clean channel to it. So we're going to go just do, I do actually enjoy the archetype clean. Although whenever I do this kind of thing, this is a very easy way to cheat when it comes to cleans. This is where you can have that PRS lead sound and that rhythm chunkiness, and then you can get yourself a Fender Tweed amp and just make it a crystal clean. All right, so this is our clean channel. As you can hear, it's still a very warm sound, but it is a clean. There's your clean. What's cool about this is now I can actually switch between the two. So let's say I want my amp channels to be this guy right here. So I'm just going to hold this down. I'm going to touch it, not actually press on it, just touch it. And now I can go here, do the same exact thing. So now I've got these two channels here, right? So there's my clean channel and there's my dirty channel. And all I need to do in order to switch that now is press it. So now here's my dirty. And then just like any amp, whenever you have that amp selected, you have all of your different presets there. I guess I shouldn't say presets, I should just say all of your little adjustment knobs. I do know that I like a nice little drive pedal before the amp to just push it a little bit harder for any kind of leads. This is going to be your normal. Here it is without boost. Here it is with boost. This is your tube screamer. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. When it comes to this type of thing, I really like to have my pedals laid out as simple as possible and as much as it makes sense. So I don't know, it's kind of weird. For sure, at the very end of any chain, we always want a delay. I cannot remember the type of delay that I like, so we're going to figure it out. Usually a delay for me is going to be used on the lead. Okay, I don't like that. Okay, I guess we're just going with simple delay. Should have started there. It's pretty simple. So as far as the time goes, if you want the tap tempo to work with this effect, or with any effect really, you're going to click on that, and then you want to have your notes on here. And then that, so if you see the tap tempo here, we'll do that. We like trails on, and this is going to be for a solo, so I like a +3 dB. We'll do it like that, and then we're going to add the delay onto here, and then I also think that I would like this onto here as well. So I can also, now I can control 2 with the price of 1 little switch here. So when I turn that on, I get my overdrive and my delay at the same time. So when that happens, it'll sound like this. Here it is without all the stuff. This is just the Archon dry. Here it is with the solo engaged. That'll be solo. There you have it. One thing I really do like to have as well whenever I have a clean channel we're going to make it clean. So we'll take down the drive a little bit. Okay, one thing I do like is we're going to go ahead and throw another delay on here. And this delay, okay, so we're going to use that delay there. Now, I'm not sure if I want to put a reverb. Oh, wait, hang on. Let me do this here. So we'll do that. So this delay will be for the solo, and then this delay will just be for a regular delay without any kind of drive on there. One thing I would want to do is a reverb. And when I do a reverb, I usually will have it with a clean sound, and I want it very... And just for fun to check it out, here we go. So now, no reverb whenever I have my chugga chugga on. But whenever I have my clean on, okay. So there's that. What I can also do is after the amp, we can go to some modulation. I do like me a good little chorus. And then on this chorus, we'll just go ahead and tack it on to old boy here. So here is my clean that I have right here. I like. So here's my clean, here's my dirty. So I'm just testing to see how long this sustain would last. So it's pretty simple. All you got to do to rename it is hold down whatever one you want to rename, customize, and we're just going to call this channel, and we're going to misspell it because ain't nobody got time to be spelling it correctly. This is going to be solo here. Delay, chorus, of course. So now So I've got my clean channel, I've got my dirty channel. Let me scoot over to this guy here. Noise gate. And then there's your solo. And then let's see what the response is. So noise gate is now turned off. Let's see. Sounds good to me. Clean, dirty, solo. I've got my effects for clean, so here's my delay. If I want to add a chorus to it. believe with that delay, do have channels on. Okay, cool. There it is. What I'd like to do is save this. We'll just call it XLR. Out. Just so I know. That. So XLR out, boom. Let's try it with a different guitar, see what it sounds like. All right, so I've got another versatile guitar here. This is Kate. This is my Nick Johnston signature. Kate is just one of those off the whim. I think I need a guitar today, so let me go get one. That's this guitar right here. Very versatile, like I said, HSS pickup selection. You've got a push-pull along with a 5-way blade. I mean, can't get any more crazy than that. So let's listen to that distortion, right? Or is it, what is this? Yeah, distortion. Here we go. Let's tune her up first, huh? I like the way this sounds. No complaints here. It is what it is. Sweet. Well, there you have it. Thanks for setting this patch with me. Next time we will do a 4-cable method. Basically, it's going to be the same exact thing, except for I'm not going to put an amp on this or a speaker, I don't think. I think I'm going to be using the actual channels of my amp, have that switching through the Helix itself, but we'll get into that in that video later. But thanks for hanging out. If you like this, give this video a thumbs up. Let me know what you would have done differently and what we should be doing next. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!